What's up, everybody? Welcome to the My RC Life YouTube channel, where we do all things RC and a little bit of everything in between. Let's go! Good morning, everybody. Traxxas Mike and Casey Chaos is in there. We're doing something a little different today. I bought myself a little bit of nostalgia. I found an old Honda 90 mini bike. I used to have one, something like it, when I was growing up. I had an ST90. Well, this is a Trail 90. It seemed to be in pretty good condition. I've paid for it, and we're gonna dig her out of the barn. It's been garage kept, out of the rain and everything, and yeah, we're gonna check it on out. All right, we got the old Trail 90 out of the barn here. She looks in excellent condition. She hasn't seen daylight in many years.
It ought to clean up pretty damn nice, you know that?
Yes. Yeah, it ought to clean up nice. It really ought to. It's got this spare gas tank. It almost looks like a water canteen. Well, that's your reserve gas for when you're out in the mountains. Gas tank under here. Don't look like there's no dents in the exhaust or nothing. Rolls over nice and good. She got compression. Another thing I wanted to show you viewers, altitude compensating carburetor. You pull this knob when you're over 6,000 feet. I thought that was pretty interesting. Another thing too, it's got high and low range. Right there, we're in high. You flip it that way, you're in low. It's got
people that owned it had a lot of money, so.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. It's got 1,400 miles on it. Okay, well, we're gonna take her back home and we'll work on it a little bit, guys. All right, we're starting by just tearing it down. We're just gonna start by taking a few things apart so we can get the seat off and get the gas tank out. So me and Casey are just starting to dismantle some of the plastics on it, the center section there. And Casey, you know, he's 13 years old now and he's really getting interested in this stuff, and he's not afraid to get in there and turn some wrenches. Even my dad's down here checking it out. I mean, this is a really neat old school mini bike, guys. Casey's jumping in, just tearing it up, you know, turning them wrenches just like I was at his age. Pulling out some bolts that are holding in the gas tank and some bolts that are holding in the battery and things of that nature. Get that old battery out of there. Alright, I was really worried about this exhaust, these two bolts down here. I was worried they were going to break off, but they came loose like they were brand new. It was amazing how easy they came off. Bam, exhaust is off. Nothing wrong with it. It's just perfect and beautiful shape. A couple more bolts that we can access for the gas tank now. And the gas was stanky. It actually had gas in it from 1986. It was horrible. I took the seat off from the tank because I didn't want that seat smelling or absorbing any of that gasoline. Chunks came out of this tank. So then I went ahead and I put a bunch of nuts and bolts in there, filled it with gas, and I just started shaking it all around. Shake the crap out of it. You can see how nice that looks like chocolate milk. I mean, there was just chunks of crap in there. I actually started looking up new ones on eBay because this thing was in horrible shape, it looked like. But I just kept on putting the gas in there, shaking it around. dumping it out. Then I had to reach in there, get the old nuts back out of the nasty gas. Stick it back into the gas tank again, fill it back up with a little bit of gas, start shaking the heck out of it. My forearms were beat up by the end of the day. It was quite an ordeal to shake the heck out of this thing. And the more I did it, the more clear the gas started coming out. And then it started running pretty clear. So then we called it good. I dumped all the old gas into a tank. And look at all of that sediment and stuff that come out of that tank. This was a clean pail when I started. Isn't that crazy, guys? Don't leave old gas in your things when you put them away. Okay, and then off comes the carburetor. Because if you know the gas tank was that dirty, your carburetor's probably plugged up too. So get that all pulled off. Pull out the old gas lines. A little brake to get some crazy KC chaos spinniness going on in the chair. Okay, back to me. Trying to get these old lines off of the carburetor. They're just on there so hard. And then the petcock, I'm cleaning that out. It was just full of garbage. Now we're actually pulling all the jets and things out of the carburetor, and it was just full of crap. One of the dirtiest carburetors I've ever seen in my life. But it's been sitting for 35 years. Okay, so then I had to order up a new battery. And then I had to go buy acid for it because it didn't come with acid in it. I had to get that at the local AutoZone. Filled that up. Now I am installing some new gas line because the old gas line was shot. It was really hard and brittle. And I didn't want to take a chance of using that ever again and having it start leaking on me when I'm out driving this thing someday. The throttle was a little sticky too, but I got that working. Got that all nice and freed up. Okay, I'm figuring out which line was reserved and which one was on. I cut the gas lines to length. And then I start putting the tank on there. Okay, we got the tank on. Start putting some of the bolts and stuff in there. Casey's hard at work there, as you can see. Okay, now I'm just cleaning up some of the battery terminal ends. And I am putting some new ends on a couple of the terminals as well. I cut off the old fusible link and put on a new fusible link. And then there's the battery. Get that all taken care of. Stuff it on in there. Now I'm checking for spark. It did have spark. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that muffler back on. Casey just hitting them header bolts or head studs with some WD-40. Alright guys, we got the carburetor all cleaned out on this old girl. I have no gas in the tank. We pretty much have all of the components to make it run. I'll hook back up. I'm hoping just to spray a little ether in the carburetor and hear it bark at us. We got a new battery in there. It does have power. As you see, the brakes and dims work. Here we go, guys. Come on, baby. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's try. Get a little more ether in here, maybe. I may be flooding it by putting too much ether in. spark in.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna try to go right down the throat hole with her. Directly to the brain. Okay, let's see what happens, guys. Bark at us, girl. Come on, baby. Why won't you bark at us? Ooh! Now, it did bark at us for just a second there, but that was it. And then, come to find out, we weren't getting spark out of that old spark plug anymore. It did something.
I think we put some gas in there and got all the air out of the line.
Well,
And it's probably good to go.
let's try gas.
Okay, so a few more days later, I got a new spark plug from Amazon. I had the battery out, making sure it was fully charged. So I had to stick that back in, get it all hooked back up. Okay, and so we start getting that new plug in there. And I'm about ready to kick it over.
All right, come on, girl.
Oh,
Yeah, baby!
yes!
You're aiming at me better. Gonna back the camera up and see me at the bike. Tip it up. See? Yeah, guys! Time to trail 90! Turn the barrel press around. Well, you can tell it hasn't been ran in a long time. Why did he? Runs good, dude. Left blinker. Right blinker. Okay, how about the brake lights? Yep. Yep, all three of them. This one, and this one. Headlight. High beam, low beam. Everything works out, guys. Every single thing works. Listen to that baby purr, guys. Ooh, it's still in gear. Need to bump up the idle a little bit. I gotta put the battery cover and everything back on. Put the air filter and everything back on. But yeah, she fires right up. Like I said, the idle's bumped down a little bit right now. I gotta put a new tire, a new tube in the tire too, but yeah, one little kick, fires right up. I can go back down to the barn once you drive the golf cart down. Fires right up and drives right along. guys, in all of her glory. Got the spare gas container, looks like a water jug. You can get an extra buddy seat for here. This is where you put your gas in at. Yeah, she's pretty much all complete. We got the air box, the side canister, the middle part all right here.
Alright, now that we got her running, the air box and stuff back on and all the plastics, tighten down any bolts that might be a little loose. So that's what me and Casey are doing here. Had a lot of trouble getting this rear boot off, or the rear boot onto the back of the air box. It was kind of a pain in the butt, but we got it on. And yeah, we got her all back together.
Alright guys, well, we got her going. In the next video, we're going to clean this thing up, power wash it, get out the chrome polish, clean up the wheels, the muffler, this chrome bar up here, the rear rack, anything chrome. A little chrome gas cap on the canteen gas can there. We're going to polish her all up. Hasn't been on the road since '86 in Texas. We need to get a new tube and a new tire. Maybe just a new tube for now, but I will have to get a new tire soon. But I'd like to put a tube on it so me and Meathead can go tootle around on it a little bit. Put him a little pillow back here, fold down the old two-up stirrups, and go cruise. And the low range, I thought I'd share this with you. The low range is called posi torque. Isn't posi supposed to mean two wheels? Alright guys, well that's it for today. I'm Traxxas Mike.
And I'm Casey Chaos.
From My RC Life, and I'll see you later. Bye guys. Thanks for watching another episode of My RC Life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.